Now here we have 2 3/4 times 3. So we already know how to multiply a fraction by a whole number. So what we can do is change 2 3/4 to an improper fraction. 2 3/4 is the same as 11/4. And we're multiplying by 3, but we can write 3 as 3/1, and that's to remind us that when we multiply, we're only multiplying the numerator by 3, not the denominator. So the equal sign here just shows us that 2 3/4 times 3 is the same as 11/4 times 3/1. We haven't got our answer yet. We still need to multiply our fractions. But multiplying fractions is really easy. We just multiply the numbers in the numerator, so 11 times 3 is 33, and then we multiply the numbers in the denominator, so 4 times 1 is 4. So we have our answer, but as we had a mixed number in the question, we should change our answer from an improper fraction back into a mixed number. So remember, an improper fraction is just a division, and 33 divided by 4 is 8 remainder 1. So if we keep the denominator the same, we have our answer 8 1/4. And we can show how we got our answer visually. So here we have 2 3/4. We're multiplying by 3, so here we have 2 3/4 3 times. So if we regroup to make complete rectangles, you can see that we now have 8 full rectangles and 1/4 of another one. So what is 2 1/4 times 6? So again, we're multiplying a mixed number, so we can change it to an improper fraction. 2 1/4 is the same as 9/4. We're multiplying by 6, which we can write as 6/1. So 2 1/4 times 6 is the same as 9/4 times 6/1. When we multiply, 9 times 6 is 54, and 4 times 1 is 4. But let's now change our answer back into a mixed number. 54/4 is the same as 54 divided by 4. So 5 divided by 4 is 1 remainder 1, and 14 divided by 4 is 3 remainder 2. So because we're writing the remainder as a fraction, we write the remainder as our numerator, and then the denominator stays the same. So we have 13 2/4. So let's show how this works. There's the 2 1/4 or 9/4 that we started with. We're multiplying by 6, so there's 2 1/4 6 times. Now we can regroup to fill up our rectangles. You can see that we now have 13 full rectangles and 2/4 of another one. But remember, 2/4 is equivalent to 1/2. So rather than 13 2/4, if we want to write our answer in its simplest form, we need to write 13 1/2. So now pause the video and try 2 1/3 times 7. So we can change 2 1/3 to an improper fraction and multiply by 7/1. So 7 times 7 is 49, and 3 times 1 is 3, so we have 49/3 as our answer. But that's an improper fraction, and we want our answer to be a mixed number. An improper fraction is really a division, so we can divide 49 by 3. 4 divided by 3 is 1 remainder 1, and 19 divided by 3 is 6 remainder 1. When writing our remainder as a fraction, we keep the denominator the same, so 2 1/3 times 7 equals 16 1/3. Now, what is 4 7/10 times 2? We change to an improper fraction, and we can multiply by 2 over 1. 47 times 2 is 94, so as an improper fraction, our answer is 94 over 10. But to change back to a mixed number, if we divide 94 by 10, we get 9 remainder 4. So keeping the denominator the same, we have 9 4/10 as our answer. But is this our answer in its simplest form? Well, we can simplify 4/10 to 2/5. So we can write our final answer as 9 2/5. And here's one extra thing we can do to help us. We can check that our answer is realistic. So our question was 4 7/10 times 2. Now we know that 4 7/10 is between the whole numbers 4 and 5. So if we know that 4 times 2 is 8 and 5 times 2 is 10, our answer should be between 8 and 10. And as 9 2/5 is between 8 and 10, we can be confident that we have the right answer. So pause the video and see if you can answer 5 1/6 times 9. So we change 5 1/6 to an improper fraction, and we're multiplying by 9 over 1. So we need to work out 31 times 9. Using column multiplication, 31 times 9 is 279. So as an improper fraction, we have 279 over 6. Now remember, an improper fraction is just a division. So to change our answer to a mixed number, we can divide by the denominator. 2 divided by 6 is 0 remainder 2. 27 divided by 6 is 4 remainder 3. 39 divided by 6 is 6 remainder 3. And we keep the denominator as our divisor, so our answer is 46 3/6. But what could we do now? We could simplify our fraction, because 46 3/6 is the same as 46 1/2. And again, we can check that our answer is sensible, because 5 1/6 is between the whole numbers 5 and 6. So if we know that 5 times 9 is 45 and 6 times 9 is 54, we know that our answer needs to be between 45 and 54. And because we can see that it is, we can be confident that we have the right answer.